Hello everybody, KingOfClubs back again. Get ready to get into some UPW episode 36. Feeling much better today, feeling and sounding a lot better. I actually just got doing a bunch of tapings for my King Books series. A lot of the episode 1s, they're going to come out on YouTube in April after WrestleMania. It's going to be, just got done doing the TV tapings for a lot of those. Now I'm going to knock this out. And we're going to go on. We're going to move on with our storylines. Excuse me. So, what we got going on now is 6 matches, 1 promo segment as we lead into UPW Future Shock. Try to keep my promo segment kind of brief. Get my social media, everything fired up here. Make sure everybody knows that the boss is streaming. I'm not talking about Sasha Banks, I'm talking about me. Alrighty. So prior to their title defense, we've got Little Nightmares taking on the Crimson Avengers in a non-title match. Both these teams will be active at our next event, Future Shock, and I'll talk more about that during the promo segment towards the end of the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. It was weird I didn't really promote episode 35 like I normally do, or like I'm doing right now, specifically. But that's because I was under the weather, still recovering from having basically lost my voice. That's why I didn't stream at all on Wednesday like I normally do. So if you're looking forward to the stream on that day, I'm sorry. But, you know, life happens. I'm human. I'm sure most of you are human as well. If you're not, then, I mean... If you're not human, in the comment section down below, leave a comment telling me what you are, or what you identify as. Which I understand that that's probably going to be like a whole Tumblr-esque war going on by asking for that, but it is what it is. Welcome to the stream, preparing for match 1 of Underground Pro Wrestling, episode 36. Sure, I'm promoting this all, plugging all the things I need to plug. I'm not going to go as far out as I normally do. Hello RGM, how are you doing? Hello Solio, how are you? Alrighty, getting into it. Starting me off with our opening contest, we got the women's tag team champions making their ominous entrance to the ring. I am much better. I was actually very sick on Wednesday and recovered from it a bit yesterday, and with me stuttering I probably don't sound like I am. Oh, I am so much better. My voice is more or less back to where it needs to be. I wouldn't say I'm 100% because I don't think I've ever been 100%. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I basically lost my voice. That's why I didn't bother streaming on... Well, they haven't really defended the titles. They defend the titles this Sunday, but their opponents tonight are not going to wait. Oh no. Crimson Avengers, they're... Oh no. Russian leg sweep on the tag title. The whole brawl going on out here. Yeah, they're still tag champions. They defend the titles this Sunday at our next event, Future Shock. Apparently Yuri's just over this. You know, with a nice Spider-Man carry takeover there. Raymond, let me check my card again. Yep, he has a match tonight. he's got a match. I know that this coming... There we go, now the match is officially underway. Yeah, Raymond has a match tonight. I know that this coming Sunday there's matches that involve both creations made by RJM as well as Solio. So both of you guys are having your creations in action. Good boot there by Yuri. The tag champs are trying to take over this match. Arbitrary takeover there by Hannah. Go down to the apron. Ooh, snapmare takeover there. Yuri displaying her speed and agility. Gonna have quite the stacked card this coming Sunday. We'll talk more about it a little bit later on in the stream, towards the end. Oh, knee strikes. Look at this. Boom. To the side of the head. Right there by her corner. Easy break up there by Emily. Yeah. I went for double knees in the corner, didn't connect. Nice neck breaker there by Hannah. Up into the corner. Tag, double team. Crimson Avengers working very well together. Nice escape there by Yuri. Counter by Emily. For a drop kick, did not connect. Into the corner there. Tag made. In comes Diabla. Going for a double team now. The tag champions are doing well. Oh, forearm strike right on the nose. All by a jawbreaker. Nice monkey flip there by Diabla. Nice counter there by Emily. Counter drop toe hold there. Ooh, came right in and got caught. Get the midsection. Ooh, hard snapmare. Forearm strike. Oh, now the Avengers stomping on Diabla. Tag made, in comes Hannah, continuing to stomp. Insane action here. Going for a basement drop kick, nicely done. Going for a pin and immediately kicked out. Oh no, got caught with the triangle. Yeah, look quick to fight out of it though. Those lines. For a drop kick there. Oh, nice destroyer. Diablo down and seemingly out. Hannah seems a bit dazed, not really sure what to do. Kind of disoriented. Keeps grabbing at her head. Diablo getting back to her feet. Oh, a single leg code breaker. Now swinging Diablo. Showcasing some power here. Oof. Hard landing. Duck. Oh no. Chops and punches. Oh, right knee. Connects. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Only makes the save. Oh. Very taking out Emily, but not before Emily takes down Diablo. Now Hannah with the front flip neck whip. Oh, and a nice head scissor takeover there by Diablo. Oh. Vicious strikes. Referee giving the count to Emily for her to get out. Oh. Oh, went for the right knee, missed it. They're onto the apron there. And knocked out to the floor. Tag made. In comes Yuri. Diablo getting a much needed break. Going after Emily. Nightmare takeover. Oh, went for a kick, got blocked. Dragon screw, taking her leg down. Oh! Just a straight up slap. That's all that was. Oh, hip toss, cartwheel. Oh, and a knee. Tag champions are just brutal with those knee strikes. Boom. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Thanks to the distraction or delay there by Diablo, Yuri was able to get the pin. Alright. Take a look at some of our highlights here. Okay, we'll be here, Solio. So, the change, just to kind of reiterate what I've stated in the past, the change that's going to be happening coming soon for UPW is that we're going to be changing our, changing up our programming schedule. That's going to happen here in about a week, actually. So this coming Sunday we've got Future Shock. So I can get the next match started or loaded up while I'm talking about this. After Future Shock we have another pay-per-view the following Sunday, which is going to be called Strong Style Revival. Let's see here. This is a non-title match between the number one contenders of Rebellion and the current tag champions Lucha Revolution. Getting back to what my point was, we're going to be after Strong Style Revival, instead of having one episode a day or having 4 episodes a week and one episode or one pay-per-view on Sundays, we're going to change that to 1 episode a week and having 1 pay-per-view at the end of every month. That's the plan. The first week is going to be a little bit different because we're going to have an episode on Monday and an episode on Friday, and then after that it'll just be every Monday going forward. The reason why it's kind of odd like that is because the way that it falls on the calendar is just kind of awkward. Doesn't quite level out the way I want it to, so that's why we're doing 2 episodes on that first week. Alright. Number one contenders Rebellion on their way to the ring. They get clocked by the tag titles from the champions. That's Super Frio and Gran Tigre there. laying out their number one contenders. This is a non-title match, and the match just now starting. Nice backbreaker there by Boz. Is Rebellion trying to fight back into this. Ooh, elbow drop on the face. Front flip, neck whip. Ripping at the leg. Boz just angry. He's just trying to tear at anything with the Grand Tigre right now. Nice jawbreaker there. Throwing him out of the ring. Looking to fly here. Luchador's trying to live up to their namesake. Oh, and a suicide dive. And I think he caught part of the corner of that ring barricade. For those who don't know, we don't use any padding. We don't have any pads on the barricades. We don't have anything on the floor. That's just concrete there. Oh! Springboard frog splash had kind of an awkward landing. Looks like he may have hurt himself in the process. Oh! And a front flip senton. Tigre just does not care. 0 F's given. Oh. Throwing Boz all over the place. So now with a little bit of a pause in the action. Talk a little more about what I've got planned. So the plan is, by doing one episode a week, that'll open up my ability to do a secondary show called Dark Match, which is similar to NXT, in that it's meant to give more people some... It's treated like a developmental show, but in all honesty, it's to help spotlight some of the characters that don't have enough airtime, that we don't have enough airtime to showcase. And the main focus is going to be, with Dark Match, it'll be more my creations, whereas the main show here will be given more to the community creations. So things that are made by RGM, things that are made by Solio, and anybody else that wants to create anything. You're going to get the prime spots here on the main show. Oh, standing Spanish fly. Whereas whereas my own creations are going to get more, we put more on the dark matches. That's the plan. Now, let's say someone has a creation they think would benefit from dark match or benefit from an NXT-esque environment, then by all means, I'm not going to tell you no. Alright, but let's get back into the action for this match. We've got the tag champions wearing out their number one contenders. Ball is in dire need of a tag. Oh, nice tornado DDT there by Super Frio. Yeah, even though his name is supposed to translate to Super Chill, Frio has been the opposite of chill ever since attaining this new attitude. Step over into Gary there. Go for the Mexico City Street Cutter. Oh, nails it. Doesn't go for the pin. Oh! Instead plants him with the running Meteora. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Lucha Revolution dispatch of the Rebellion. If that happens, the Rebellion will not get the tag titles this Sunday. Alrighty. So yeah, the plan is we're going to have the main card dedicated to the community creations. Dark Match, which right now is mostly going to be the men's singles division and then some of the men's tag division, because it's not a very large roster right now. So I still want to maintain a certain number of people on the main card. It's weird. Like, I want to make sure I have at least 6 people in each division. That's 6 people for the world title, 6 people for the Bloodsport Championship, 6 tag teams for each of the tag team divisions, and at least 6 women for the women's division. the kind of the issue I've ran into is that I don't have enough women to make a women's division for dark match, which is, I mean, it's okay, don't get me wrong, but if I want to showcase that on both shows, I'm going to need more women wrestlers from the community community, because I don't want to make any more characters myself. And it's not out of laziness, I want to make sure I can showcase the creations of other people. That's kind of what I want UPW to become, is a place for other people to showcase their creations, and then I'll have my characters to kind of fill in the void, so to speak. Alright. Let's get our next match geared up and ready to go. This is going to be largely me rambling this episode, and I apologize to those who are not used to it or don't particularly care for it. Definitely giving my voice a workout today. Alright, so we got Joan Thomas taking on Victoria James. Joan Thomas will be challenging for the Women's Championship this Sunday. Going to be looking through and basing on matchups, we're going to see who's going to qualify to challenge for the champions at, not this event, because I've already got matches in place, but the next event, Strong Style Revolution. Yeah. I'm glad you understand me, RGM, because I'm just rambling on like an idiot today. Alrighty. Comes Joan Thomas, making her way to the ring. The only thing I haven't got in place, and it's largely because I was sick, is I haven't decided on the match types for the title matches, except for the Bloodsport Championship, because that's always a first blood match. That's an easy one to do. But like the women's title match, I don't know what the stipulation is going to be for that yet. The men's World Heavyweight Championship, I don't know what the stipulation for that's going to be yet. Same thing with the women's championships and the World Tag Team Championships for the men's division. I don't know what I'm going to do yet for the stipulation. I just know who's going to be in the match. So during my little promo segment at the end, which I'm doing a lot of my talking now, I'll go over what the card's going to look like, and then either tonight or tomorrow I'll post to my Twitter what the actual card's going to look like. So if you haven't checked it out yet and you have Twitter, check me out at check me out at Real KingOfClubs on Twitter to see the updates on what the cards look like, because I'll just post pictures there with what type of matches you can expect to see. Or if you just have questions, feel free to ask me on there as well. Oof. Victoria James. The Amazonian-esque former women's champion going to work on the #1 contender. Pretty upset that she's not challenging for this title. She has a big leg drop there. Take advantage of a downed opponent. Oof. That's what canvas there. Joan Thomas trying to make a comeback. Nice sidewalk slam. Putting blow to the back. Oh, and a headbutt. Picking her up and going for another sidewalk slam. I made a mistake, turned her back. Victoria James clamping down on the trapezius. Just that nerve. It's just... oh. Sapping the energy. Now they're out on the floor. I went for a sidewalk slam on the concrete, didn't get it though. Up on her shoulder. Oh no! Dropped to the reverse DDT on this concrete floor. Oh! Bounced headfirst off the apron. Oh, short arm clothesline. Victoria James, she might be, fighting her way into a possible title match. Oh, I say that, then she gets dropped with a one-armed spine buster. Joan Thomas going for the Falcon Arrow, planning her. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. Kick out 2.5. Stomp and escape. Nice counter there by Victoria James. Ooh, nice counter there by Joan Thomas. Really going with a version of a flatliner of sorts. Kick to the gut. Oh, dodges the super kick. Very nice. Just shoved down. Oof. Stinger style splash in the corner there. Right up on her shoulders. Oh, I'm just powering her down. Joan Thomas has to fight back into this match, but she's doing it. Takes the punch on the jaw, just fights right back through. 3. Victoria James would not be denied. Here comes the women's champion, Isabel Harper. Coming in, laying out both her #1 contender, or both her challenger for this Sunday, as well as Victoria James. Champ saying, I don't care. Just leave everybody laying. Let's move on to our next matchup here. Cruising through, we're about halfway through our show. Got a non-title match between the current world champion, Monster Heel, and CJ Malone, the former champion, the man that he beat for that title. Monster Heel will be defending this title. Monster Heel will defend that championship this Sunday against Leroy Brown. But tonight, he's got to focus on the former champion in this non-title match. Monster Heel doing particularly well for himself. He's not only is he the World Heavyweight Champion here in Underground Pro Wrestling, but he's also a member of the roster over in Steve W, which is on the Steven Larson Going in Raw channel on both Twitch and YouTube. He is currently their world champion as well. Admittedly, he murdered a guy to get a title shot, but I mean, I didn't witness anything. Plus, I don't collide in my company. But regardless of what may or may not have happened outside of this warehouse, we've got the reality of a beast as champion. An absolute monster in Monster Heel. By the way, if anyone wants any merchandise like t-shirts, Monster Heel has his own merchandise right now. You have to go to Zazzle.com/KingOfClubsYT to check out all of my merchandise. Got Monster Heel t-shirts, got James Harrison t-shirts, going to be getting new UPW shirts here in the very near future. Right now I'm waiting on some to come in. I have the weird thing to where I quality check all my merchandise before I put it on sale. So once some of the newer designs come in and I get a good look at them, make sure they turn out the way I want them to, then I'll put them up for sale. We've got the ones that are coming in will be a new UPW shirt. That has the logo, has the shield logo on it. Also got shirts for our pay-per-view events. Those are going to be coming in. And once they get in, and as long as they look the way I expect them to look, then I'll put them up for sale and you'll be able to buy them as well. Current champ in the ring, former champ on his way to the ring, CJ Malone. I believe he's probably still sore after losing that title. It was a false count anywhere match, and Monster Heel took him all over the ring in the ringside area. Alrighty. So what's going to happen whenever I do the dark match roster? I've already kind of got a blueprint for it set up. The only people that are going to be exempt from possibly getting drafted down to dark match are the current champions and then any community creations. Those ones are guaranteed exempt. And then right now, none of the women are going to be going down there, and that's just because there's not enough either singles wrestlers in the women's division or in the women's tag division. There's not enough of them to really be able to sit down there. Monster Heel just starts the match by shoving CJ Malone away. Lifting him up in a suplex, just draping him over the top rope. Ooh, kicks the chest. Oh, and a punch there. Oh no. Mr. Heel just hanging up CJ Malone. Oh. Champ is wearing out his opponent tonight. Catching him and giving him an STO, tripping down. Yeah, there was a time in between the last incarnation of UPW, which wasn't aired on YouTube at any point. Usually in the current iteration that you see now, there was a time when Monster Heel may have gone to prison, hence why he has the striped garb. And if he did in fact murder somebody for a title shot outside of this promotion, he could very well be going back to prison at some point. We don't know. Oh. What we do know is that CJ Malone might be lobotomized via steel plate to the face. Except instead of removing part of the brain, he's just going to crush it to goo. There's some shock treatment for you. Going for the pin. 1, 2, kick out 2. Not gonna put away the former world champion with one finisher. You gotta get at least 2 of them in there. Went for a punch. Went for a super kick there. Jawbreaker. And again for the super kick, just stepped out of the way. Oh, nice counter into a bulldog. CJ trying to make a comeback here. Trading punches. Not really where you want to be. Oh, I'm hung up again. champion being dominant as ever. Just depositing CJ Malone outside the ring on the floor. Oh, hard whip into the barricade. Oh, and another headbutt. You know, we don't exactly pay our wrestlers or offer them any form of insurance, so we don't know exactly what type of brain damage is being done to somebody via receiving a headbutt from Monster Heel. Oh, speaking of which, there's another trio of them. Oh! Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to get busted open. That's not good. Throwing it back into the ring. Monster Heel. Going for the monster driver. Scoop and drop. 1, 2. No! I don't think he knows where he'll tell him to get out of his ring. Referee putting the count on CJ. Slowly he gets back in. Referee almost got a punch. Look at this here. CJ Malone throwing the champ out of the ring. Over a tornado DT. Plants him. Champ is down. Oh. As quickly as he... Oh no. Just that quickly. Champ fights back. They're still fighting outside. Referee count to 6. 7. Oh! Not sure getting back in the ring. 8. Oh, he's not done. Breaking the count to inflict more punishment. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Back in the ring now. Oh. Backhand uppercut. And a single headbutt. Jawbreaker there by CJ. Oh, standing almost like a Kimura lock. Oh no. Oh, now just brutalizing him. I think the referee's eventually got to call this. I mean, any sane referee would do this, but then again, mine's, I'm pretty sure, blind in at least one, if not both eyes. Oh, a second monster driver. That must be it. Just look at this, dropped on your head. 1, 2. Oh my god. Now Monster Heel's just getting angry. He's gotta be thinking, what do I have to do to beat this guy? I've hit him with 2 monster drivers. I've busted him up to the point to where he shouldn't be able to move. There shouldn't be anything left. There's still some fight left in the former champion. Oh my god. Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure if your neck snaps against the bottom rope like that, that kind of does it. Oh. Perhaps mercifully, this may end. Getting him up, going for some more shock treatment. Oh, that's just your spine lined up against his shoulder blades and then just driven down. Look at this. Boom. Look at all the blood. He is gashed open horribly. 1, 2, 3. Pure destruction at the hands of the champ. But I'll give CJ a hell of a lot of credit. He stood up to Monster Heel and fought hard. Well, here comes Leroy Brown, number one contender for that title. Blindsiding Monster Heel. It looks like he might be... Is he going to steal the title? Oh, he's going to try to hit him with it. Oh! Apparently that metal mask not doing much good against the gold-plated belts. Leroy Brown is a bad man. He's proven it tonight. See if he can walk out with that title this Sunday. Alright, next, we've got one of our community creations as Raymond is going to take on El Cerebro. So Raymond is a creation submitted to us by RJM1223. Thank you, RJM, very much for allowing me to use your creation. He's the leader of a group referred to as the Wolfpack here in UPW. Him and his brethren, along with Chase Danger, Max Cage, and Tank. Sorry, I had kind of blanked on some of their names. They're still fairly new characters here in UPW, so forgive me for stuttering a bit there, stumbling a bit. But Raymond's not new. Raymond's been around for a while. He's a former 3-time Bloodsport champion, now in the heavyweight division. This match here against El Cerebro is going to go towards possibly determining a future number one contender for the World Heavyweight title. Or it could just turn out to be a match, we don't know yet. Both of these guys lead factions, and both of those factions are supposed to be in the back, not supposed to be coming out during this match, straight up one-on-one contest. Comes El Cerebro. This will actually be the first time that Raymond's been in action since losing the Bloodsport Championship this last time. He came out to showcase. He came out with his brethren to showcase them in action. But this will be the first time he's actually been. First time he's actually been in the ring. Check this out. Used to be the Goldberg locker room. Now here comes Raymond from the back. Here in the UPW arena. A little warehouse type arena we got going on here. The leader of the Wolfpack on his way to the ring. I was ready to get into it. Kind of changed up his gear a bit. Looks a little different. Don't know where he got that pyro. Normally we don't do that type of stuff aside from the fog machines and the smoke. I hope I'm not the one paying for all this stuff. You know, most of my money is tied up in, you know, taking care of, you know, just renting of the venues. So here we go, one-on-one contest. Raymond taking on El Cerebro. Going to work early on. Oh, hunting him down with that sit-out reverse DT. Cerebro goes for a kick, blocked. Oh, went for a Hurricane Rana. Oh no! Drop face first. Cerebro going for a snap suplex. Gets it. Ooh, hit to the spine. I'm going for an armbar. Raymond finally able to fight his way free. Ooh, back elbow there to do so. Oh no! Charged in and just leveled him with the clothesline. Ooh, uppercut. That's not a great takeover there. Cerebro showing off a bit. I think that's a mistake. Cerebro may have been the first ever World Heavyweight Champion, but Raymond's held the Bloodsport title 3 times. Nice counter there. Charging him. Oh, leveled him. Cerebro's up though. Oh, nice set up powerbomb. Oh, going for a swing now. You know, with that forearm strike, it looked like he may have busted him open a little bit under that mask. Raymond is quite the expert at knowing how to do that. So we can go for a pin. 1, 2, kick out, 2.5. And Raymond's not had an easy task here against Cerebro, but still hanging in there. Nicely done. Counter, trips him down. Going for a single leg crab right there by the ropes. Clothesline. Another clothesline. Beautiful sequence there by Raymond. Oh! Kind of changing up instead of doing the stutter super kick, got him with a kick to the midsection, followed by a super kick. Oh! Running boot there. It's like a Claymore style kick. Goes for a pin. 1, 2, 3. And with that boot, Raymond picks up the victory here, giving him quite the momentum. Cerebro standing up, offering a handshake. Quite the show of sportsmanship between these two faction leaders. Great deal of respect between the both of them. Alright, let's step out here because now we're going to get into our little promo segment of the night. Alrighty. So, first thing first, let's talk about Raymond for a second. I want to thank RJM1223 for allowing me to use his creations. Very much appreciate that. Same with Solio6. He allows me to use his creations as well. So thank you both so much for allowing me to use your creations. And furthermore, if you've got creations for me, whenever you submit your creations on the community tab, just use the hashtag UPW Reborn19. I try to check it every day to every other day. And if I find something new, I'll add it into my roster. And once you get added to the roster, you get verbal shoutouts during the videos, as well as your name credited in the description of each video that I make. Whether your character was using it or not does not matter. I just copy and paste them. That way I know that I'm giving you credit and I don't forget you. So, with that being said, let's move on to talk about this Sunday. We got Future Shock pay-per-view coming up. Calm down. That pay-per-view is going to have 7 awesome matchups. First off, you're going to have a tag team eliminator. We're bringing those back. The 4-team tag team eliminator matches. We're going to have 2 of them. One for the men's tag division, one for the women's tag division. The first one, the men's tag division, you're going to see the Tribe members, Joseph and Ricky Latu, are going to be taking on 2 members of the Fatal Furries, and that's El Dago Loco and Perito. Taking on 2 members of the Wolfpack here of UPW, we're going to have Max Cage and Tank representing that faction, and then 2 members of the True Darkness, Davidson and Aaron Adams, excuse me. So those guys are going to be involved in the opening match. So 2 teams that are made by 2 of the people that have been submitting me creations. A team made by RGM and a team made by Solio. So that's going to be happening in our opening contest. The winner of that match gets a future tag title match. And by future tag title match, that means they'll be challenging for the tag titles at Strong Style Revival, which is the next event after Future Shock. Following that, you're going to have a women's tag division tag team eliminator, which is going to see Crimson Avengers versus the Princesses versus Team TKO versus the Classics. And we're going to crown a new #1 contender for the women's tag titles. Following that, those are our first 2 matchups, and then following it, we begin our championship matchups. You'll see a first blood match for the Underground Pro Wrestling Bloodsport title, as the current champion, whoever it may be after tonight, will defend the title against the debuting Chase Danger, the lone member of. I'm sorry, Chase Danger has made his debut. Sorry, I forgot that a couple episodes ago. My bad. Chase Danger will be in action, challenging for that title against whoever the Bloodsport champion is after tonight. Following that match, you're going to have a match for the World Tag Team titles for the men's division. You're going to have the Rebellion challenging the Lucha Revolution, followed by the women's tag titles in the match following that. It's going to be the Hornets taking on Little Nightmares. So be sure to check that out as well. We're going to have a men's World Heavyweight title match between Leroy Brown challenging Monster Heel. We saw them earlier tonight as Monster Heel got attacked by Leroy Brown. Following that matchup, our main event is going to be a women's title match between Joan Thomas and Isabel Harper. That is going to be the main event of the night. Again, I don't know the stipulations yet. I will post them on Twitter, so check me out at Real King of Clubs if you want more details. That is this Sunday. That'll be our Future Shock event, and then following that, we'll start focusing on the next 4 episodes leading into the Strong Style Revival event, which then leads into us getting into the schedule that I want us to have before April. So, all good things, all great things going forward as we are moving onwards. All right, so that's kind of my rant. That's me talking shop. Now let's get into the main event. Let's find out who's defending that title against Chase Danger between James Harrison and Gentleman Dandy. Our main event is a first blood match. Bloodsport Championship on the line. Kind of rambling a bit, getting myself kind of short of breath over here. I'm supposed to be kind of taking it easy because I was sick. I can't do that. My throat's already starting to hurt. It's starting to kill me again. It's been a long day of streaming. I did the TV tapings for SmackDown, NXT 205. I want to try to get Nitro done tonight too, but I've got to do some stuff around here first, so we shall see if that happens. I know right now my main focus is going to be getting this done, getting it scheduled for YouTube, scheduled to upload to YouTube tonight, and then we'll see after that. Everything just kind of has to go from there, so to speak. Also, I drank a whole pot of coffee. I haven't really ate much today, so I really need to eat something after this anyway. So it'd be a good time to get a break, focus on some of my housework, calm down, all this caffeine and jitters out of my system. Okay, so for those of you who are new to this, let's talk about Bloodsport Championship rules. It's done under First Blood rules, which means there's no pinfall, submissions, countouts, or disqualifications. The only way to win is to make your opponent bleed first. That can happen inside or outside of the ring, does not matter. And here comes the challenger, the original sex appeal, James Harrison. Speaking of merchandise, as I mentioned earlier, that t-shirt that he's wearing, the original sex appeal t-shirt, is available on Zazzle.com/KingOfClubs.YT. You can get all of your merchandise for UPW, as well as just my stuff in general, King of Clubs stuff in general. It's all available there. Add new designs. We're going to be getting more merchandise in the near future. As soon as I get the shirts I've ordered in and get them inspected, I'll be putting them up for sale. So far, everything that I've ordered from Zazzle, in terms of like what I've designed and put up, has turned out great. I don't think that there's going to be any problems with the shirt designs that I've ordered now. I just want to be doubly sure, because I am that type of persnickety. I guess that's the word for it. Anyway, Gentleman Dandy's on the way to the ring. Current Bloodsport champion. Old-timey, strong man. He's jacked. Totally natural, no steroid use. Wink. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm a bit too hype. I think it's just because I'm in a good mood, because I feel like I've gotten a lot done with all the streaming I've done today. And again, I did down a whole pot of coffee that probably isn't helping. I'm going to have a horrible crash later. So episode 35 I didn't really promote on any of my social media or anything. I just kind of did it. And I wasn't at my best. My throat was killing me far worse than it is now. I didn't have much of a voice, but enough to still do commentary. I'm sure I looked worse than normal. I mean, I normally looked like trash, but I probably looked far worse. I definitely felt far worse. Alright. Bloodsport Championship match. There's a look at James Harrison, the oily, hairy nastiness that is the original sex appeal. He is so wonderfully disgusting. And that just plays into it. And then Gentleman Dandy, all man, epic mustache. Speculation right now about there being collusion between Gentleman Dandy and the Classics, because they both have a very similar theme going on. Nothing been confirmed yet, but we shall see. Alrighty, that's what this is all about. Bloodsport Championship. Oh! James Harrison ran in at the champion. First mistake. Getting caught with the power slam, now eating a couple of right hands. Oh, another one. Oh, raking his face against the top rope. See, submission holds, slams. Probably not going to do you a whole hell of a lot of good in this type of match. But anything that targets the head and the face, that's going to be your bread and butter. Blocks the punch there. Now they're making this into a fight. Oh! I say that, and then he runs into a boot. Raymond Danny not working by the hour. Oh, laying him out with that brutal forearm shot to the back of the neck. Trying to club at him. Going for the gentleman lock. Oh, modified suplex. Gentleman Dandy taking control here. Putting the boots to the challenger. Again, raking his face over that top rope. That's not a bad strategy at all. Flexing on him. Oof. Got tripped up there and then caught. Oh, now James just stomping a mud hole in James Harrison. Not so sexy now, are you, boy? Oh, that hurt. I regret everything about doing that. Murdered my throat now. Rip vocal cords. Oh, clothesline. Champ getting a chair. Throwing it down. Oh no. Oof. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Just laid him out. Oh. Trying to get a good spot. That might work. James Harrison in some serious trouble right now. Oh, nice. Modified flatliner there. Trying to pump himself up. Pair of clotheslines. Uh-oh. I give another run at it. That time it worked. You see a little comeback going on. Former champion. Oh no. Oh no. Back of his head hit hard on that chair. Raise face against the top rope again. Oof. Oh. Vicious sequence. Up into the corner. Oh no, this is not where you want to be. Going for the old timer. Seen him finish matches with this one here. Oh no! Oh no! Face first on the chair. And that ends it. Raymond Dandy, in brutal fashion, retains his title. Look at this. Sets him up with a, seemed like a neck breaker, and then just drives his forearm into the back of his neck. There's that gentleman lock suplex. And look at this one. He lands on the ropes. Oh! Getting just rocked. And then driven face first into the chair. This is what wins the match. Oh! Brutal, brutal finish. As Raymond Dandy keeps his championship here in UPW, the Bloodsport title. That means Raymond Dandy will be defending that title this coming Sunday against Chase Danger in the first blood match at UPW Future Shock. So we'll see if he can hold on to the title against the newcomer, or if we'll crown a new champion this Sunday. Alright, so again, check out Future Shock this Sunday. We got 5 title matches as always. 2 number 1 contenders matches. Both of them are going to be tag team eliminator matches, which means there'll be 4 tag teams in each match. Elimination style rules, no qualifications, no countouts. Only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission inside the ring. And that goes until there's only 1 team left standing. So that's going to happen for the men's division and the women's division. And after that, we're going to go through all 5 of our title matches, including the Bloodsport title, including the tag titles for both men and women's divisions, as well as the singles titles for men and women's divisions later on that night. I want to thank everybody so much for joining me. I want to thank RGM for allowing me to use his creations. We did see Raymond in action tonight as he defeated El Cerebro in a one-on-one contest. So you'll see more of the Wolfpack this coming Sunday. You'll see True Darkness, which is the group that was created by Solio6. I thank Solio for allowing me to use his creations as well. And just a reminder, if you have any creations you'd like to submit to me, use that hashtag UPWReborn19 whenever you upload your characters to the community tab. Thank you again so much for watching, whether you see this live here on Twitch or on YouTube later on. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice night.